Before I get started, I'd like to issue a trigger warning for the following: grooming, pedophilia, and sexual stuff. Also, do not by any means stalk, harass, or bully anyone mentioned in this video. If you are unfamiliar with this situation or have not seen part 1, I recommend you watch that one first. It'll be in the description. Well, I'm back. After I released my first video, I did more digging and found out that it does get worse, but first I'm going to address some questions I had after the last video. First of all, I've seen some confusion about if Noodles, Sashley's ex, is Polybius, how old Noodles is, etc. I won't be talking about any allegations or concerns in regards to Noodles because it's not the point of the video, but I'd like to address the following. Noodles is currently 17 years old. He is still a minor. Him and Sashley are only 1 year apart, and they are obviously both minors when they were dating. They have broken up. Noodles and Polybius are two completely different people. Also, I'd like to remind you to take what Ashley says about other people with a large grain of salt. She has put multiple of her friends on blast after they disapproved of her relationship with Polybius. Also, I've had some people try to defend the relationship by acknowledging that Sashley's parents know about and approve of the relationship. This doesn't really mean anything. Just because a parent says it's okay doesn't mean it really is okay. Bad parents and bad parenting exists. And I'm gonna say this one last time. It is not Sashley's fault. Do not victim blame her. Sashley has done and said some really awful things, but please try to separate this situation from the drama. I'm not making these videos to expose Sashley and what she did or said, and it's really not relevant to the situation. These videos are about Polybius and how awful he is, not Sashley. The only reason I even mention her is because some of the things that she has posted and said are integral pieces of evidence in this situation. Assuming you watched my last video, you might remember that I mentioned this. I will mention that there is some question around if Alex really isn't being sexual towards Sashley, but because Sashley's a minor, I'm not really going to speculate on that. Just keep in mind that we have no way of knowing what their relationship is like behind closed doors. After talking to a lot of different people and getting new evidence I found, I think I need to say this. There is some evidence that implies Alex has been inappropriate with Sashley. In this screenshot, Alex pressures Sashley to, well, you can just rate it because I don't really want to say it. At the time this happened, he was 17, so I guess it's up to you to decide for yourself if it's okay or not, but I just am bringing this up because it backs up the next piece of evidence. When one of Alex's past victims noticed a similarity to one of Polybius' characters in Sashley's profile picture, they messaged her and asked who it was. She said that this person didn't know them and refused to show the full image because it was suggestive. She later admitted the other character in the art was Alex. At this time, he was 18. Take that with what you will. I will no longer be scared to say the names of the adults in the community who have helped cover up and supported Polybius. Mortal is an adult. Kitty Dog's an adult. Sashley is surrounded by adults. Specifically, Mortal was the one who put Polybius and Sashley back in contact after he had already groomed multiple minors. I don't blame these people for his actions. No one but himself is to blame. However, take this as me publicly and directly asking these people to either publicly spread awareness against him, not against Sashley, against Polybius. There's no reason that they can't spread awareness against an obviously bad person, right? I hate to do this because I know I'm going to get attacked, but their silence will speak volumes. So, do you guys support groomers or not? I know how distressing this situation can be and how overwhelming it can be to try and think of how you can help, so I figured I'd share some things that everyone can do. Spread awareness. You can do this by reposting this video, sending it to your friends, or sharing it in Discord servers. Hold the adults involved accountable. As I said earlier, there are multiple of Sashley's adult friends who have been aware of Polybius and have helped him cover himself up by not saying anything. By commenting on these people's posts and asking them to publicly denounce Polybius, not only can we find out who's really against groomers, but many more people can be aware of Polybius. And finally, safety first, drama second. Please remember that this is a very real situation. Sashley is young and impressionable. She has not gone through the majority of her education and has lived out her teenage years alone in her room making animation memes. Regardless of what she said and done, please put her safety and the importance of the situation first. well, that's everything I really needed to update you guys on. I'll be taking a break after posting this video because covering this topic has been very mentally draining, and I also do have a life I need to keep up with. Also, I'm not planning on making commentary or awareness video content often. I will continue animating, and I might make videos on stuff if no one has talked about it yet, but please don't expect me to try and be the next Ponder Sprocket or anything. Thank you for watching. Go drink some water, take care of yourself, and stay safe.
But Daddy, wait, I can fix him!
It is I, Adam Sandler.